Hello everyone, this is one of the few times I am streaming, but right now I felt like we might want to discuss some things about the Bitcoin's correction. So what we have in front of us right now is the Bitcoin in the daily chart, and of course we need to see if we will break down below this one price. Let me put a price label here, 53,000 around there USD, which we hit at 18th April. So if we go and break through this support level, it is logical to hit next one 50,000. We have a major support in the monthly frame. If we go here, we have a major support, guys, back at 50,000, but 45,000 USD around here. Okay, so what is happening here, and as you can see in my previous videos, I was talking about anchor, and if Bitcoin does well, anchor will move upwards, but now we are hitting the price here for anchor 0.15 cents, same as with wink. Let me go in this level. We want to test this particular support level, and you can see here previously I made a video that we are going to see some sideways action on the wing, and of course going upwards if Bitcoin of course doesn't correct few more times, and now we are experiencing some even further correction. But let's go to the daily chart to see if this candle is capable of going under and under, and if we have a breakthrough even beyond the support levels. Of course, guys, the correction is within the cryptocurrency market, and you don't have to be afraid at all. You don't have to panic. This live right now is about not to panic, guys. And of course we are seeing many times back in the days, of course March here, you can see we dropped down a bit, and of course February, where we saw the same pattern coming. Of course in the monthly frame things are looking fantastic. We had like let's see, not sorry guys, here let's see, we had like six green candles in a row that were very green and bullish, and right now it is our first candle of going red, and we still have a few days till we cross the April. So in my opinion, of course you should not panic, but if Bitcoin corrects more, then if we go to anchor, for example, against USD, we might experience further drop downs. That's why I always tell you guys that here you buy more, and of course you should invest, in my opinion, more and more as we are going down the support lines. I'm not saying that this is the case right now. I'm not saying that we will go beyond anchor. I'm just saying that if we had to fall even further, then you should invest more and more. Of course, I believe that if Bitcoin doesn't correct more, this is a very good buying opportunity for anchor as well as the wing against USDT. And of course, in my previous video for wing update, I told you guys that we might move sideways and even going upwards if Bitcoin does perform great and it doesn't correct much more. And we can see that in the week against Bitcoin chart, even though Bitcoin is falling, wing stays strong. And of course you should not worry for now, especially for wing against Bitcoin, but for anchor as well. So let's see some more major support levels. If we have to break beyond this support line at 53,000, we might fall even deeper at 50,000 USD, and of course retesting some support levels that's going at 45,000 USD. That's where our main goal and our main key support level is if we see a further correction, and I think we will just hold till here. Of course, I'm not saying we are going to break through, but I am just saying that even if we correct more, you should not panic, and we might have some major buying opportunities in for the midterm and of course for the short mid-term. Let's see now the wing against USDT. I was talking about these guys 0.00 13 cents, and then we have a support level at 0.001, I think, exactly like that. And of course then we fall even further down if we had to fall from this line. But you can see here we are having a small buying pressure for the time being. Okay, so right now I don't want you to worry at all. For the time being, we might as well, I told you guys that this is a good buying opportunity, this level, if Bitcoin just goes upwards and doesn't correct even more. Let's see the next few hours. As you can see here, the concerning part is this bearish cross, but what mostly I looked in the Bitcoin chart was in the weekly frame, the MACD that you can see here, it almost reaches our signal line. Does this mean we will have a further more correction? No, this might not be the case right now, guys, for Bitcoin, of course, and for the blue, our MACD line and our signal line, it is for the weekly frame. But of course we shouldn't worry for now, because if you look at a macro perspective way, a more macro perspective way, you can see that we are holding this. I will delete that, we don't need that. We are holding the 45,000 USD, and of course we are just performing too good. Never forget the halving of Bitcoin and the demand. The Bitcoin bull run always makes new major support levels upwards. So right now, when we have the halving of the Bitcoin, supply is getting lower and lower. And of course, when we have a high demand, more institutions going in Bitcoin, when we have such a high demand, what happens? It's the basic economics, guys. When we have a lower supply and a higher demand, we have a pump up in the price, and the price continues to grow. Even if we had the same demand with the lower supply, then of course we would have a more of a price growth. That's what happens with Bitcoin, and that's how we are experiencing this situation in 2021, and of course starting from 2020. Okay, so what I need you to do right now is not to worry about the wink or the anchor. Okay, we might not see this particular movement right here that I thought, guys, we would do. We would just go upwards. Instead we are hitting again the 0.15 cents, and maybe that's just another buying opportunity, guys. Of course, if the Bitcoin just stays here. But I made this live video because I don't want you to panic at all for now. Okay, because Bitcoin might correct, and we are seeing this so many times on the cryptocurrency market. If you are a new investor or you are new on trading, you should feel this panic when the price drops like minus 20%, and you just go and say, oh my god, this is it, I'm losing my money, I don't know what to do. Should I sell when I am in a loss position right now and transfer my money into another investment? That is the worst thing you could do. That's why you never put all your money into one crypto asset, into one price. Okay, you just don't want to put all your money on this support level 0.0013, even if it looks good for the short term. You want to put some money, but as we progress lower and lower in the support levels, for example, if we hit this support level, then you might want to put more and more money. If we hit, for example, 0.001, you might want to put more. If you hit 0.0009, you might want to put more. Okay, so you don't have to panic. And of course, guys, in this time I wanted to thank you so much for all the support. It really means so much to me, guys, and of course I will keep updating more videos. You can join our Telegram group chat where I upload more. For those who are subscribed and yet have not joined, you can join right now. For the new viewers, you can join. I have the link in the description on my previous videos, okay? So this is here a good buying opportunity still for Wing, but remember, always remember that most of the professional traders, they always want to minimize the risk. If you ask a daily trader, I'm not a daily trader myself, but of course I know some key factors that you could eventually have profits even on daily trading. But if you ask a professional trader what is their opinion about the market and the trading and the investing, they would say that I want to minimize the risk first and then look for any other trend lines or any other indexes, okay? So we need first to minimize the risk, and that's why you don't put all your money, and of course you should do your own research, okay? Because technical analysis is about emotion, guys, and you should grasp the emotion, you should study by yourself, and of course I hope you learn throughout my videos as well. I'm trying to be as more specific as I can be in a very short time, so you guys can have a more clear perspective of how the cryptocurrency market works. I'm currently not interested in the stock market. I am experienced in the cryptocurrency market, and it has some differences that we can see how the price movement actually goes better, in my opinion, and with my experience as well. Some guys that invest in stock market, of course they know better, and I think, guys, there are many people out there who know the charts better than me, who are better than me, that's for sure. But I am here to give you some honest reviews, and of course I don't want to be the classical moon boy that, of course, telling you this is just this will go like 20x or 100x in just 1 month or in a year. I want to be honest with you, and I always want to see the market cap and of course the demand, and if it is a good project, speaking for the long term. And of course I'm making some short-term videos in order to help you understand better the environment, and of course help you develop buying strategies and what the coin will do in the short term, giving you some advices. I hope I am helpful. Sometimes, guys, of course I don't succeed, but that's the part of the life. Sometimes we don't succeed. I don't always succeed in my predictions, but I hope I am close enough every day. So right now what we are seeing with Wing, if we go back to Wing, we are seeing this price action here where we hit the 0.0013 cents. And of course, guys, sometimes I'm struggling with my English. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to improve every day so you can understand me better. And of course, for my American viewers and my English viewers, yeah, I know English isn't so good, but I'm trying to improve so you can at least understand me and we can at least communicate with each other. Because I get sometimes a lot of funny comments about my accent, guys, and this really, I think it's really funny when I listen myself in my YouTube videos, or when I listen to my past videos about if I were wrong or if I was right, because I am doing self criticize. Okay, I don't know how we're saying that, but yeah, you get the meaning. I am always self-criticizing myself, of course, and if I am wrong, I am trying to see what I did wrong in my technical analysis so I can improve, because doing some mistakes, everyone does some mistakes, but the thing here is always to improve. And so you will find out, guys, especially if you are new, that your mistakes might be a lot, but you will improve, and that's what it matters at the end of the day. So when I was back into my first days of trading, I did something that we call FOMO. I might have listened to my friends saying, oh my god, this is going to explode, and of course I would put some money in. But right now that is not the case. Right now I always want to check the support levels and of course invest here if I can, invest here and invest even more at lower support levels. I never invest all my money all into one price, and that is a very difficult task. And sometimes, guys, making money, having profits needs lots of patience, because if you have like a 40% profit target, what most of us do is that we think that we will have a 40% profit target the next time as well, and we think that we can see the market clearly, and of course we think we are absolutely perfect, when that is not the case. And including myself, I have made some terrible mistakes that of course I want you to avoid. The main reason though I have this live is just to help you calm down from this correction that Bitcoin of course has. Okay, we are seeing this bearish cross. I always talk about the bearish cross that MACD, and of course guys, I always check the RSI. Let's just see now the commodity channel index and the RSI. Usually guys, when we are having the commodity channel index below 100, okay, let me just double click here so we can see it more clearly. When I just double click here and we go below minus 100, for the very short time we are seeing the price action going upwards. You can see here back 10th April, at 11th April, 14th April, even when we are in a bearish market, we can always take profits, seeing mainly the commodity channel index, but as well as the relative strength index. But sometimes the relative strength index doesn't go further down into the 30. It sometimes hits the 30, so we can say that we have a buying opportunity for the short term. Of course, if the commodity channel index is below minus 100 as well. But right here guys, that is not the case. Of course, you have to see the RSI when it is going near the 30. Sometimes it doesn't even hit the 30, especially when we have a market that is very, very bullish. For example, right here guys, back on 2nd April, we can see the wick that was having higher lows here for the RSI and higher highs. What I want you to learn is that you should be very, very focused on when you are seeing the RSI and the commodity channel index. These indexes are both extremely useful. Not only the RSI, not only the CCI, both of them are very useful. That's why I always use them in all of my videos, because mainly guys, I am being so analytical in my videos, and of course for someone who doesn't have the time, I have the timestamps as well, but I'm being so analytical because I want you guys to learn, because I think most people learn worldwide, okay, the technical analysis. And if we all had the same level of knowledge, for example, let's say we live in a world where we have the same knowledge of technical analysis and we all performed the same things according to the data, then we would all take profits, of course, and we would all never lose money. But that's not the case. For those who know the technical analysis better, those are that will succeed and have high profits. And of course, you need some experience to the market. You firstly need to observe. I spent almost 1 year or maybe 2 just observing and investing in Bitcoin, nothing else. I just invested every month some small amount of my money into Bitcoin. I didn't do anything else. I just watched the market from afar, seeing how it does, seeing the correlation coefficient. Some coins are correlated with each other. For example, you can take profits looking the Civic and District stocks. If you look those two, they are super correlated to each other, and some other coins as well. So guys, of course, let's go back to our wing to see where are we. We are still staying in this support level 0.0013 cents, and so the wing here, as you can see, the SSL channel in the 4-hourly frame is the red line is above the green line. Of course, now we don't have a buying opportunity according to the SSL channel, but I don't prefer seeing that for the 4-hourly frame. I prefer seeing that in the daily frame better. And we have the Bollinger Bands as well. Great tool, guys, the Bollinger Bands, to show us some huge volatility in the market when you are seeing this or the bottom Bollinger Band having this huge distance with the top. We are having a very high volatility. Look how they tend to get close to each other. We are now having lower volume, as you can see here. I don't think you can see clearly, but we are having lower volume, and of course we expect to have higher volume again. But for now it is depending on Bitcoin if it will correct more. And as we extend from the top of the Bollinger Bands, you can see we are consolidating back into the Bollinger Bands as well. That is another factor that you can see the risk metric. Another factor that you can see the risk is the distance between the MACD and of course the signal line. The more the distance between each lines, the higher the risk. That's why we get 7th April, and of course we had a very high risk. MACD lags a bit according to the price, because price might drop, but of course here we had a more bearish scenario even before the 12th April or 13th April, guys. Okay, so what I want to tell you is that you need to have some buying strategy. Never go in all FOMO, because sometimes we get corrections and then we wake up in the morning and we see something like this, another candle that is very bearish for Bitcoin. We see something like this and we say, that's it, guys, I am in a loss, I should sell all my money, transferring or saving what I can. No, that is not a good choice, guys, and not a good exit strategy for me. Of course, when you see institutions going in, you can see some imbalances in the market. For example, guys, this imbalance right here, okay, on the daily frame, and if you go into the 4-hourly frame, you can see it more clearly. You can see the imbalances here that we performed due to the sell and buying orders. That are the imbalances due to the sell and buying orders. This one here, 3rd April, and of course 4th April, sell orders tend to go to get the price even a little bit lower, letting the institutions go inside. Okay, so for Bitcoin right now, we might experience some of more correction. I already told you guys on Sunday, I think in the previous 2 days, I've made some videos about the Bitcoin. I told you not to worry at all, but of course this is my advice. And guys, of course, you should always do your own research. I'm just here to provide you some useful information and some extra knowledge, and of course my experience in the whole cryptocurrency market. The first thing you have to do in order to succeed as a trader, as an investor, is to know yourself. Some people might want to be short-term investors, can handle these 20% corrections. Some people just want to know if a coin is good for the future, letting their money inside the coin, and of course relaxing, staying in the chair because they can't handle the pressure, or it is because it is more appealing to them to just invest for the long term. And some of us, like myself, invest for the midterm. It might be 10 days, 20 days, or even a month. If I see something good, a good buying opportunity, I usually go in. Of course, I follow the strategies that I provide you myself. So of course I'll see you with many more videos. I just made this video to tell you guys not to panic, and of course if I am sometimes wrong, especially here guys, I think I was a bit wrong for Anchor. I thought it would go more and I thought Bitcoin would grow more. It had its correction, but right now we might correct even more or we might stay here. It doesn't matter. These are some good buying opportunities, but of course remember not to invest all your money, and remember that this is just my opinion. So thank you all guys, and of course